In this video, I'll show you how to estimate an apex roof. The principles are very similar whatever configuration of roof you're estimating, but the dimensions you need to enter will be slightly different. I'll show you how to select a type of roof and then choose the specification and configuration. I'll talk you through entering the dimensions of the roof, and finally I'll explain how to add sundry items such as rainwater goods, a loft hatch and bracing. Click the Roofs button on the Estimating tab. Then select a roof type from the drop-down menu. I'm going to select the Cold Truss Roofs. The Roof Component Builder pops up. From here you can choose the specification and configuration of your roof and enter its dimensions. Start by choosing a specification which suits your job. I'm going to select the specification with timbers at 400mm and a high thermal performance. Once you've clicked on a specification, click Next. The next screen prompts you to select a roof configuration. I'm going to select Apex Roof for this example. You would usually start with an apex roof, then add half hips and valleys as required. You can also use the Any Shape configuration for roof shapes not covered by the other options. Once you've selected a configuration, click Next. The next screen prompts you to enter the dimensions of the roof. I'm happy with a pitch of 45 degrees, but you can of course overtype the default pitch. Press the Tab key to move to the next input box. Enter the length of any abutment to a wall which you're constructing, or enter the length of any abutment to an existing wall, as in the case of an extension. Of course, if you're estimating a standalone apex roof, leave these input boxes set to 0. Enter the ceiling width, the gable width to soffits, the tile overhang, enter the ceiling length and the eaves length, and again the tile overhang to the eaves. Once you're happy with the dimensions, click Next. The next screen invites you to add any sundry items, including rainwater accessories, loft hatches and bracing. Type in the length of downpipe you need. You can extend the rate quantity column to make it easier to see what you've entered. To estimate the other downpipe and gutter fittings, simply type in the number of each fitting you need. Scroll further down the window to see the other sundry options. I'm going to add one loft hatch. Now I'm going to look at the additional timbers. To add purlins, binders, diagonal bracing and laces, enter the length required into the rate quantity input boxes. I'm going to add 16.8 metres of laces to roof rafters. Once you're happy you've quantified all the sundry items you need, click the Next button. In the case of a truss roof, the final screen prompts you to check the price allowance for the trusses. If you're estimating a cut roof, you'll skip this step. If you have multiple instances of roof trusses of the same specification within the estimate, changing the price here will update the price allowance for every instance of the roof trusses. Scroll across the screen and you'll see that you can set the cost up to be a PC sum or known price using the allowance type drop-down box. Enter the price per square metre into the price input box. You can later view and change the allowance of the trusses, along with other material allowances, on the Resource Price Allowances tab of the Estimate dashboard. Once you're done, click Finish. The roof component of the estimate opens up. Remember, this is the Dimension Linked Specified Items tab. It lists all of the items which have been specified for the roof based on the dimensions you've entered. As you look down the screen, you'll find a detailed breakdown of all the assemblies and rates in the roof specification, which are linked to the dimensions of the roof. Notice how quickly you've priced up the entire roof, including trusses, tiles, insulated ceiling, fascias and soffits, down to the last bracket and screw. Click on the Dimensions and Linked Components tab. Here you can see the cost of the roof and also check and edit its dimensions. Click on the Sundry Specified Items tab. Here you can review and edit the sundry items that you've added to the estimate. Over to you. Have a go at estimating an apex roof. Go to the Estimating tab within your estimate, click the Roof drop-down menu and select a roof type. Work your way through the roof component builder, selecting a roof specification and configuration, and entering its dimensions. Add any sundry items you need, then check the price allowance for the trusses if appropriate. Once complete, take a few minutes to explore the Dimension Link Specified Items tab of the Roof Estimate.